What's up, YouTube? Me and Robert are back in the booth for the super late models from WOTEL. We're noticing more names here than we did in the 410s. You know, me and Robert don't usually take the fenders off a lot.
Heck yeah, indeed. We're back here, and you know what? We brought some friends as well. We got a lot of good drivers in this field tonight,
Lots of
and
good drivers. Augustine looking to go 3 for 3 on the night, he said.
yeah, and hopefully he brings that to fruition as we got 9 minutes left of practice. No one's hit the track yet. Drivers meeting here coming up soon.
Wimhoff is ripping the infield, though.
Yeah, he's he's absolutely giving it all. Holy cow, Johnny! You see who's in attendance? Mr. Chick Hicks himself from Eldora, Matt Shelby.
Matthew Selby is here. He is not Chick Hicks tonight, though. His car has not loaded in for me.
It's Chick Hicks, and we look like we have an exciting night of races here. Obviously, we got the qualifying heat races. A trace amount of LCQs on slate, maybe a little bit less than that,
I don't know if
and
Matthew Selby
obviously,
has a car in on.
well, it's on track for me. I can see pretty well, and also we got a 50-lap feature here tonight, so gonna
Shout
be an
out
interesting night.
Robert from Caleb Boykin. I got a question for you.
What's up? What's
Can we
happening,
get
Caleb?
a Go Bengals from Robert?
We could get I hope Joe Burrow. Never mind, that's probably too far. But Joe Burrow can go fuck himself.
Robert Callie's in here.
What did Mr. Callie say?
Shout out Robert number 2.
Can we get Go Bengals from Robert? Oh, buddy, I just pulled up your stream and I see Ryder Boston's picture.
Shout out Mr. Boston for that picture. All the people watching from home, there is a link in the description. You can click that and follow along with the live timing from your place if you're not available to make it to the race. Oh, they must be doing driver's meeting, Robert, because nobody is ripping the track.
Yeah, well, no drivers were allowed to hit track until after drivers meeting. Mr.
They are off. Mike Augustine looking to go be the first one as he pulls up to the exit.
Looks like he's still on it, as I can see the guy still talking.
Yeah, he's just posted up at the exit waiting. Why is Matthew Selby's car not loaded for me?
I don't know, but Chick Hicks is ready. He's ready to rip around here. And we got about 19 cars here, just one less than the last race. 20 actually. And,
We're gonna
you
update
know,
some paints here and see if that fixes our issue.
got some. The boys that we invited here, Dalton Tournier, Scott Coleman, Ryder Boston, and Robert Callies, are upset that we did. Told them a lie that it was 6 sets. I apologize. It is open sets. Free Speed has a pair of sets for you guys if you're listening.
We also have the Tyler Allward built sets, so you just transfer those from pros to supers and they'll probably work.
Yeah, just add some more gear in it, and it definitely will work.
Yeah, that might work.
You know what? I was
Chick
sitting
Hicks
on mute.
is here as I just got the things to load. As we're on the track now. Get us some practice laps in.
Shout out Free Speed.
Austin Levin, Julia Sanders, Matthew Selby. All these few people are on the track. Everybody's paints are still loading in for me.
Oh, Mr. Callie's just into the bits.
5 minutes left to practice here. You gotta imagine, for the main part of this race, these fellas are gonna try to fine tune running that bottom for the first part of it.
Yeah, try to run it in, get that crumbs built up, especially in a super late, man. Those things are powerful at the bottom, and really a lot of wheel spin here. But yeah, I'm currently spectating the Div 6 chassis number 20, built by yours truly, Johnny Tucker's number 20 machine at Dalton Tournier. Beautiful crap, Johnny. You did a great job on that.
Thank you so much, Robert. I wish Ryder would get on the track because I have not got to see his on it yet.
Well, he left the session. I think he's upset at me, so.
But a
My
Ryder should
ball.
have everything that everybody else has as well.
Well, yeah, well. Scott Colm is up there in P7 out of 20, and on a, I assume it's a fixed sale. I'm not entirely sure.
I know what they did, Robert. They went. I actually sent some JSS stuff into KRE a while back, and they must be on it.
Well, it looks like right now we got 17 cars in session, 20 in total, but we got 17 in the session taking laps here. And Mike Augustine, who would have known, quick time top of the board there on practice. We got Wim Hof, Darnell, Bickford, and Selby. That's your top five. Round out your top 10 is Cardwell, Colm, Tournier, uh, Levin, and Eddie Furness. Eddie Furness took a wild tumble out door about a half hour ago, and hopefully he got his mind on right. He's ready to rip here.
We are going to see what this one does. The track is changing. Brandon Scott's pulling out on the track for some more laps.
Looking on Russell Berry's car, and he seems to have a few more sponsors, including Free Speed on that car. So
Shout out Russell Berry, and more importantly, shout out Free Speed for what they do for the people who don't have setups.
looks like Russell Berry's late model team is doing a little bit better than his sprint car team. That's
He
okay.
must be a driver when it comes to the late models then.
It'll be exciting to watch him run, and currently on board with the Mike Augustine number 19 machine up there top. I think that might have been a swing. Senior runs there. Nope, stays on the top in 1 and 2 there. Mike Augustine is ripping against that fence here in the super late models.
You gotta imagine Chip Bag is feeling good right now. He's keeping up with Augustine. You know, though Augustine is
Actually passed him.
definitely in the wrong line on purpose.
Let one off the P2 currently in times in the 48 machine.
He is off by less than 1,000. This telling me, Robert, or less than 100th. I meant. So he's off by a few thousands.
About 7 in total. It's okay, they went off. I believe in you. Right on board with Jordan McLean. From what I've noticed, Johnny, you and McLean have a history.
You know, McLean was a lap car in a league race that I was running, and you know he apologized. So there's no ill will between me and him at all. I don't race enough to get mad at anybody for things like that, but he was a lap car, and he may or may not have junked me. And then, if you watch the streams often, you know Zachary Metzner, referred to as a different name I won't disclose at the time, told me he wasn't on his team, which Robert, I can't help but notice looking at that car. It's on his team.
Well, I mean, maybe you know Zachary, you know how he is, and his nickname sticks true to him. So, just
He
saying,
is a he is
you must know Rebel.
a older human, so he may have short-term memory loss, dementia.
And I'm currently on board with the Scott
Shout out
Colgate.
Zach though.
Beautiful car, Scott Colm. One of my favorites on this team. Right up there, I honestly love that 717 he made Brandon last night. That's a beautiful car as well.
I do like it. It's very different from what I normally do, so I'm not gonna
Little over a minute left to practice here, ladies and gentlemen. A little bit over a minute here.
Robert, can you share your stream in Discord? Alex is looking to join us here soon.
Okay, gotcha, buddy. And we'll spend the last minute or so here trying to find a good camera view for the race.
I believe during SDRA I was rocking TV2.
Three looks nice. Doing 3 just a tad bit. Gotcha, feedback for him.
And we're coming down. Practice is dwindling down. The track may not be bottom anymore.
haven't talked much about him here. And P10, Brandon Backshots, currently on the field as well. That 34 machine. Seems like Brandon Backshots is a really fast driver. I do believe in the pro lates, and not the most luckiest man alive when it comes to SRA, but I've seen him in other leagues do the job work here. So hopefully he can get that super late rolling here, and hopefully
Brandon
drive it for
Schatz
everyone.
is a dog when it comes to saving tires.
Yes, sir, indeed. You might say he's Seabell of iRacing. If you know, you know.
Seabell, there's a rumor going around that Tyler Bickford is running his right rear from the Chili Bowl tonight.
Yeah, I already know that right rear is fresh. If it's the same right rear from the Trilla Bowl from Seabell, so.
The only time I have seen Seabell not save was when he got in a big block. When he
Oh
should
yeah,
have
no.
been on the bottom, he refused to get down there.
Yeah, Seabell's an interesting creator when it comes to dirt, but that's okay. He's one of my favorite NASCAR drivers, so have multiple diecasts of him. So it's all right. Speaking of diecast, I actually did order a Bubba Walls diecast, his purple Grimace one from I believe 23,
That is a
and it should
beautiful
be here
car.
about a week. Yes, sir, indeed. Shout out Bubba Wallace, the savior of NASCAR. And anyways, Johnny, we're out for qualifying.
You're going to just slip that in there, huh?
I'm
Matthew
currently watching.
Selby out to the pole early on in this qualifying session. Dalton Tournier looked, I think he smacked the tires on both of his corners.
Well, yeah, I'm also watching them just spin the right rear in that thing. So, Dalton, the gas pedal is
Bickford
on the
up to
right
the
rear. Dalton.
pole.
Ooh, Bicky, get after
Bicky
it.
with the blicky.
Get after it, young fella. Didn't couldn't say the whatever I actually wanted to say. Jordan McLean up the P3, currently watching P4. My apologies. David Cardwell. Scott Coleman up the P4 as well. I don't know if he's on a fixed setup or an open setup. I'm not too sure what he has under that machine. But anyways,
Scott Coleman,
that's
do you
P4.
not see the logo on his car, Robert? He is on the JSS.
Oh, my apologies. He's
I
still
don't
top five.
actually
He's
know where it's
after
at on that car, but I do know it's on there somewhere because he showed me one time.
onto the track for the first time for qualifying. Mike Augustine in 3 and 4. Looks for it. Pretty solid 1 and 2 there. Kind of through the middle of the crumbs there. Down
Augustine
the back stretch.
through the
3 and
crumbs
4.
both corners.
Looking to go 3 for 3 here. We watched him just a little bit ago win. And that is second quick with a 12.092. He has one more lap to complete. Mike Augustine, P2 already up here. It's a little bit harder than 3 and 4. Kind of a slider line. See if it's any quicker in lap number 2. Is
He
not.
is not. So leading us off of this one in our first race, looking to be Bigford.
Bicky with the blicky.
Bicky with the pinky, if you will.
Look at the not complete capital murder here this time around in the late models of Limaland.
Put a name in for the.
As I'm going to read off your top 5 here. Tyler Bickford, Augustine, Cardwell, Wimoff, and Matt Selby. Here's your top 5. We got Scott Cole, Jordan McLean, Brandon Backshots, Austin Levin, and Eddie Farnes. That is to complete your top 10. And just outside looking in, Dalton Tournier there. Kind of had a bad qualifying run there with a 12.304 just in that 11th spot. And then we got Martin, Beck, Barry, Darnell, Holden, Saunders, and a D and Q for Pawson and Callies. As we roll off in the heat races, a pair of them. Do you got a copy, JT?
Yeah, apparently the thing I sent
Doesn't work.
did not work. So I'm gonna need to take some time and really get this thing dialed in to see what I need to do to get it all figured out. But in the meantime, we're gonna look to pull up this grid and get into this race. Julius Sanders from the tail, Derek Darnell 8th, Eli Beck 7th, Dalton Tournier in 6th, Austin Levin 5th, Jordan McLean 4th. We're gonna have Matthew Selby 3rd, Davin Cardwell's on the outside pole, and leading us to green in this one, Robert. It could be Bicky.
MP1 in an 07, and he's looking to do some damage with that lock of his here in the heat race #1. We got 10 laps and 10 cars, 3 make it to the A main. I believe everyone will be making it to the A main. So everyone making it to the A main, I believe we'll have a 17 car, 50 lap showdown for all the marbles. Johnny, I am excited. How about you?
You can't get any more excited than I am.
We can hear from your voice, Johnny. You can hear the excitement.
I'm just sorry for the tone malfunction there by me. We're ready to go green here. What I mean here is the pace truck should be pulling in here as we're looking to the lights go off and we are officially green.
Green at Mount Selby's car in the 46 as he pops into P2. There on the inside as Bickford slipped up in a little bit. Matt Selby looks to the quarter panel, does not complete it. Bickford in 3 and 4 still controls the helm there. Coming to the flag stand on lap number 1. Bickford leads, Matt Selby second, and that is Cardwell in third as he looks to the inside of Selby. Side by side, door to door, the 70 into the 46, still side by side is McLean and McLean and Levin right behind them. Cardwell trying to complete the pass. Selby still the high side. McLean or Cardwell to the slider. Selby flip around as Bickford looks to add on to his lead.
Selby just cruising through that middle, but speaking of cruising, talk about Tyler Bickford cruising away with this one as they are throwing haymakers for that P2 spot.
McLean putting himself up towards the front here as he looks to see if there's a mistake from I believe Selby and Cardwell. Let's towards the back of the pack. Not really wanting to see from that 20 machine. I know he's fairly new to the super lates. I know he doesn't run the ball too often. Still top 2 at a completely mind of their own here with that show here. As McLean starting to put himself up to that battle. He's going to look for the high side. Contact between Selby and Cardwell.
They are side by side at the stand as we're going to go Cardwell back to the inside of Selby. This race is a classic.
Bickford, this is exactly what it is mirror at the lake really kind of forming up at the end of each front or each straightaways as more contact between the 46 and the 70 as the number 5 hot tailing up on the top shelf here. About 2 to go last time by as the 70 throws it up. Contact between front nose damage from the 76 or the 46. My apologies. As he's going to throw another slider. White flag this time by side for the P2 position. No contact there. It's number 5 and number 3 trying to tuck it behind. Another slider from Selby. Contact. No, he backs out. Selby, what a run. Trying to block up the slider. Still side by side. Selby comes up. Contact coming out of 4. And it looks to be the number 70. Cardwell. Selby for the P2 and P3 position there.
What an absolute battle of a race.
And underneath all of that, Tyler Bickford picks up his heat race win. First heat race win of, I believe, the night, because I don't think he won in the UMP mods.
That doesn't matter. Speaking of winning, the man who is 2 for 2 so far on the night, gonna look to lead us off in this one. I gotta change that. It still says 410s. There we go. It's gonna be Mike Augustine from the pole in this one. Nate Wimhoff to the outside pole. We're going to have Scott Cohn third, Brandon Schatz fourth, Eddie Farnes fifth, Zachary Martin sixth, Russell Berry, the man with many sponsors now, in seventh, Eddie Holden Jr. And round this field out.
Shout out to Eddie Holden Jr. Maybe in the rear of the field, but he's in the front of all of our hearts as league favorite. Or booth favorite, actually, Nathan Wimhoff in P2 there. Let's see if he can get it done here in the WOTEL Super Late models.
Like I said, you know what I've said, you know what I've meant. Wimhoff, you just love to see him do good. You can't imagine hating on him.
I saw the late stage of that race. It looked like to be around the crumbs in the middle part of the track. So Augustine will need one of that 410 sprint car start to really try to complete over the path of Wimhoff. But you know Wimhoff will come hard and strong. Pause.
Hard and strong. That's the name of the game. Shout out to Wayne Johnson.
Shout out to Wayne Johnson.
It's about pride. It's about power. So we're going to look to go green.
Power.
The flag is down. The boys are off. Augustine did get a great start, Robert, like you just mentioned he was going to need.
great start, or was Wim Hof sleeping? Because Scott Combs already putting pressure for that P2 position as Brandon back shots up into P4, looking to try to get around a Tub Combs. If Combs does not get up there, they're going to get just going to walk around him, or maybe Scott Combs knows something that we don't on that positive side.
Combe
Johnny,
is making it work, but I don't believe that's where you want to be. As you see, out of 3 and 4, he's very good, but out of 1 and 2, it looks like he loses just a bit. But it doesn't look like it actually, as he drove up to the numbers Wim Hof that time around.
yeah, Scott Combs actually is making that bottom look strong here, man. And we'll see if he comes up right here. Yes, he do. Got close there between the 32 and the 34.
They are battling. They are making it happen. Speaking of making it happen, is it just me or is Wim Hof closing the gap?
Yes, sir, indeed. And it looks like he's sending it a little bit harder than Augustine is. Maybe Augustine is just trying to save the car for the future because it's a long 50 laps. But I feel like he needs to hold on here because this is a P2 starting position.
Augustine, we got more tires in the trailer for you. Feel free to use the ones you have.
And the
As
slider
Wim
effect
Hof.
happening right behind him, door to door. Coleman shots there as Coleman almost stamped his number onto the 34 Brand shots machine, but backed out of it last second. That's a little contact between the 34, 32.
The fellas are battling. Shots looks to clear Combe a bit, but Combs going to look back to his inside and throw a huge slider.
Great battles for this in both heat races so far as we go to 2 to go here. And Augustine kind of put a little bit more lead there once it went up top a little bit over Wim Hof. And Wim Hof is probably going to save the car and take his nice start position for the game main as Coleman's shots still haven't calmed down there. They're still duking it out here. But it looks like to be settled as we go into 3 and 4 on the white flag lap. It looks to be Augustine, Wim Hof, Shots, Combe, and Farnes, your top 5 for heat race number 2.
Shout out Russell Berry for holding it down.
Yes, he didn't finish last. Oh, never mind. He finished last. It's okay, Russell. Johnny, 5-minute warm up. I'm gonna take a little breather there after those exciting heat races, and Johnny, I'm gonna let you take over the helm just for a second.
Robert, there's not much to really talk about here. I mean, there was great races throughout those heat races. Nothing too much there. It's going to be a very interesting feature. Big E is going to lead us off, but Augustine did trying to go 3 for 3, so we'll see if he can finish the night out strong.
Yes, sir, indeed. We'll see if we have heat race winners waiting in the waiting area.
He's
I
not
don't
a
believe we do.
single sleeper in this field.
Yeah, all drivers are back, dude. This is a pretty stout competition all throughout the field.
Well, there is one sleeper, Dalton Tournier.
Yeah, he's sleeping on the start. It's not really sleeper.
Yeah, he's just trying to figure out these super late models, and he's gotten a lot better in them, to be honest, from what he was. So shout out Dalton for all of his progression.
And shout out to the owners of Limaland for letting us broadcast here. As I'm pretty sure Scott Combs broke for a second there and went up to another car.
Speaking of shouting people out, let's shout out WOTEL the league, and shout out Steven, shout out everybody that's a part of this league, and
Yes,
allowing
sir.
us to come out here and put on a broadcast.
Yes, sir, indeed. And shout out to the sponsors, especially all of them.
Shout out to the sponsor for getting us a jet so we could get here, as he knew we were already setting up for the CRA this week.
Looking through the field, currently quick time in the hot lap session is, who would have guessed it, Mike Augustine up on the top of the board for hot laps. Looking to go for 3 for 3. That driver is hungry to get this win here tonight.
Augustine is just pounding the wall in this warm-up.
The 21 of Julian Sanders seems to got his car under control out there. Flip here at Eldor in the 410 sprints earlier this evening.
Yeah, shout out Julia for getting that trip to the hospital and being medically cleared to come out here and race at Limaland.
Yeah, here at the WOTEL Racing League, we do not take we take head injuries seriously, and we do not want drivers to hit the track if they're not feeling 100%. So shout out to the Eldora Medical Center for helping out Mr. Jolia, and how'd have him.
Shout out the safety crews. Shout out Robert. Shout out my mom for having me.
So shout out to Johnny Tucker's mother for having him, because without Johnny Tucker's mother, we wouldn't have Johnny Tucker.
That's true. We got a long 50 laps ahead of us, Robert. And you can only imagine this one's going to get very interesting.
Yeah, this track will be slick. These late models run this track through the mill, and it's going to squeeze every single just tackiness out of this track, especially in 50 laps. So I know last time Eldora, we said tire saving won't become a factor, but I believe here 50 laps here at a track like this, tire saving will become a factor. So Johnny, I know you're a pretty good solid driver. How would you approach this racetrack starting 50 laps?
To be honest, Robert, it's all dependent on where I'm starting at in the field. If I'm starting, towards the front, I know I got to maintain a half medium for the first 20, 30 laps. I got to not just absolutely burn everything I have up, but I got to not also save and get past. So it's all track position and just will. But to be honest, 50 laps, I believe these tires will make it. It'll just be, you could just feel the difference towards the end of this race. But honestly, Robert, we both know I wouldn't save. I'd get up top lap 1.
Yeah, John, we know you. You'll be all 50 laps on top. That right rear would be just like non-existent.
Speaking
Anyway,
of saving,
Johnny,
let's save all the talk and get to the grid. Julius Sanders rolling off 17th. Russell Berry, the man with many sponsors, in 16th. Derek Darnell, I recognize that name. Shout out Derek, P15. Eddie Holden Jr., Eli Beck. We're going to have Zachary Martin rolling out P12. Dalton Tournier to his inside, P11. Starting out your top 10, Robert, we're going to have Eddie Farnes and Jordan McLean to his inside. Row 4, we're going to have Scott Combe, Austin Levin to his inside. Right in front of them on row 3, we're going to have Brandon Schatz and Matthew Selby. Then we're going to have Nate Wimhoff, Davin Cardwell. Wait, the thing's messed up. No, it didn't. Davin Cardwell in 3rd. It's going to be Mike Augustine rolling off outside pole of this one, looking to go 3 for 3 and rolling us off the green. We're going to have Bicky with the Binky.
Race control did 5 lap greens. We might have a 4 wide silver here, Johnny. And this time I'm prepared for one.
Now, you know that I have my copyrighted saying that only I can say, so I might give it to him.
Heck yeah, Johnny, hope you got it.
Or I can play some of those soundboards that I was hearing earlier.
maybe not do that, because, Johnny, they're forming up. Fans of Limaland Speedway, get on your feet here. We got a presentation for y'all as these drivers, 17 of them to be exact, duke it out for 50 laps. Johnny, take it away.
Here they are. They're 4 wide. They're handsome. Some of them aren't. You take your gander, but let's look at them 4 wide on the track. Here they are. No slander. We're getting ready for a 50-lap showdown here at Limaland.
Yes, sir, indeed. And honestly, I'm looking at the Tournier machine, and honestly, he looks hungry. He's full up on Frito-Lay chips. He starts deep in the pack. He ain't gonna make no friends. He is ready, ladies and gentlemen. I'm excited. 17 cars, 50 laps on Limaland.
Robert's excited. I'm excited. Robert, do you think Dalton Tournier will get a penalty?
Penalty?
Yeah, do you think he'll do something penalty-worthy in this race?
No, 100%. He's chunking somebody. It's going to happen. It's not if, it's when. 2 to green. Here we go, guys.
It's not if, it's when. It's crazy.
2 times around for the circuit here with a Limaland WOTEL Dirt National 50-lapper here. We got 17 of the best sim racers here all tonight.
No, we got 16 and Dalton Tournier showed up. So let's go.
16 of the best sim racers and Dalton Tournier as the pace track pulls in. Red green flag. Binky taking them to the lead.
Binky straight to the slider line, looking to get up top.
Yes, sir, indeed. And he clears Augustine. One of the first times tonight in all three series where Augustine is kind of in trouble because as Cardwell hardened the compact or hardened to his quarter panel, as Wimoff is starting to slack in behind as Matt Selby pulls up to the P4 position.
Matt Selby is cruising on the bottom.
Yes, sir. As top three are underneath a blanket. As Augustine contested Binky there. A little contact as he
Augustine with the
throws the slider.
slider.
Binky tucks over under.
Binky back with his slider of his own.
Yes, sir. He ain't gonna get rid of his lead without a fight. As Cardwell, they're also trying to get up there. Matt Selby towed in behind. And tag between Strauss and Wimhoff. He goes around. The whole field misses him. Oh no! Zachary Morgan does not.
Let's go back and watch the replay
Oh.
on this. I was worried about the battle up front. And yeah, Wimhoff in shots comes up just a bit too much, tags Wimhoff, he can't save it. And Zachary Martin just nowhere to go.
Yeah, the 124 of Zachary Martin was committed to the top, and nothing was going to get him off there. Johnny, that might be your new favorite driver, Zachary Martin.
Zachary Martin, I love the way you committed to the top there, buddy. Come contact me and we can get to talking about a potential boost ship.
Yeah, Zachary Martin, hard of the line. Nothing was going to get him off that top, even a parked car. As a fielder singling out behind the pace truck here. First caution, 5 laps in. 45 laps here to go, and already we got a lot of excitement here up in the front and throughout the pack as Tournier up to P11. I believe started P14, so up 3 spots, I believe, from Tournier. Colm up 1 spot. Now it's probably the Wimhoff 48 machine.
Huge news from the Big Pete and SLR. It just got serious over there.
Oh, what happened?
I don't know. Peter just said it just got serious though. So shout out Peter Neuter.
Yeah, we all know Peter Neuter, really good announcer, and he holds a type ship over there. So we wish the best of luck to Peter and his crew over there over SLR.
I believe we should be stacking it back up here.
Nope, 2 to go this time. As Braden Shots in the pits as well, I believe he received an EOL, so he just took his quick repair. As I believe we're going with Delaware start here for the late models.
Speaking of movers and shakers, Robert, Dalton Tournier cracked the top 10.
Yeah, and that's probably the only thing Dalton Tournier will be cracking. Oh, the 21 contact with Darnell under pace laps. That looks accidental, but hopefully no damage with I believe that is the 21 of.
The 21 is just running Wimhoff into the wall.
The 21 is a madman. As for going green, Augustine takes the helm. 3 wide for second place. Contact between Selby and Bickford. It sends Bickford up the track. Selby up the P2? Question mark.
Selby is rolling and trying to get there. Bickford hitting taps Cardwell. They're 3 wide.
Yeah, Selby not leaving too much room on the top side, but they keep it green, they keep it clean. And the 46 up the P2 here. And maybe Bickford and Cardwell might not be too happy on the way he done it, but you know what? Gotta do what you gotta do at Limaland. I mean, you gotta get them elbows a little dirty sometimes, as Augustine control this race.
What you got to do, Robert.
Tournier up to P9. He looks like tubbing him. Holy cow. I apologize, Dalton, for the slander we gave you before the race. Up to P8, young man. Get him.
Tournier is hungry. He hasn't had his fixings.
And up to the top 5. That's my teammate, Scott Colm, up to the 32. Shout out Mr. Colm. He love to see him good as McLean and Levin put some contact as he goes for the pass for the 4th spot over Cardwell. Does he complete it? Yes, he does. Oh, Cardwell with a slop over. As Cardwell throws a little slider of his own. As Binky at the P3 trying to put some more pressure on the Selby machine.
Colm with a slow, short slider on Cardwell. Gets him all wound up. And Cardwell, there might be damage on the right front of that machine.
And there might be some damage on the 32. Scott Colm as he's in the wall. That is McLean taking over the helm on the 4th spot. There as 11 and Cardwell behind him. Almost 3 wide there.
Speaking of movers, Tournier's entering his name into this battle.
Yes, sir. It was Tournier on the bottom of that racetrack there, trying to see what he can make work here. As really top three are kind of singled out by themselves up there. Not too much action going on for there. But behind them is a hornet's nest. As I believe that is Fardis gets a little bit into Eli Beck there in the 22. Eli Beck and Fardis battle for the 9th and 10th spot as Darnell Shots, Holden, and Wimhoff all behind them trying to get themselves back up to this race. We are 15 in on a 50-lap feature, Johnny. This is insane.
Augustine just letting her eat up top.
Yes,
Selby
sir, indeed.
looking to try to close a gap, but I don't know if he is doing just that just yet.
He ain't losing, but he ain't gaining either. It's kind of like staying a positive as the caution flag is out.
Caution flag is out. We're going to go back.
Looks like a Boiler, maybe Colm was running the P7 position, and Colm just in the wall. Yep. Scott Colm in the wall, just broke his car. In the pit road. No right front, Scott Colm. Ouch.
Oh, goodness. Calm just eats that wall, and then when it grabs you coming out of 4, it really grabs you.
Also in the pit lane there, we got Cardwell there in the 70 as Colm is going to... Cole beat Cardwell out? No, he does not. And Cole receives an EOL for the cause of caution, even though it was accidental. That's okay. Cole will be looking to get himself back up to the field as Russell Berry running that P16 spot, gains a couple spots there. Russell Berry already... I will buy a Russell Berry t-shirt after this race. And I believe Pace Truck is in this time by Johnny. Ooh, that was a quick caution as we're already green flag. Mike Augustine taking the helm.
Augustine leading us to green.
Yes, sir, indeed. And that Selby there gets a little bit closer shot than he had before that caution there. And from the P5 position up to P2. Maybe not the cleanest way, but he's up there either way. And
You know, it's Limaland. Rubbing is loving. We're not gonna. Nobody's killing each other. It's getting about as clean as they can get when these close quarters racing.
Lovin up there on top. That's nickname. Lovin up top. Up to P4 already there. McLean up to P5. Tournier the chip smeller up to P6 here. He is letting it rip out Limaland. Some my words.
Letting it rip. Augustine is cruising.
Oh yes, he is. He is sunny and 70 up there. He's on a Sunday stroll.
Bigford closes the gap on Selby a bit coming out of 4. I don't know if Selby collected the wall or got tighter.
If you didn't know any better, you'll assume that Mike Augustine is practicing his driving skills in a Walmart parking lot because he just is smoothing, sailing, and just really uncontested here since he took the lead over Wim Hof.
Augustine told us he had one mission. He set out for one goal tonight. Go 3 for 3.
Yeah, and he's about halfway through to get it 25 laps down on the book there last time by. As 4-3 wide with, I believe that's Colm, Holden, Martin, and Russell Berry there for battling for last and fourth to last.
They are racing hard all throughout the field. It doesn't matter if they're first, mid-pack, or last. These fellas are giving it their all.
Battle for 10th and 11th there. That is Farness and Cardwell there. As Darnell also in that picture has 3 wide there. 6 on back is just 6 to 12 is all the dogfight there. As shots underneath Tournier there. Tournier holding up and he does like a little micro slider line there.
I don't know if that's where Tournier needs to run.
Yeah, it looks like the track is getting back down to the bottom side here. As Tournier, oh! Too much wheel spin coming out the corner, kind of into contact with that 22 machine in the backside of the 34, but they keep it green. It looks like no significant damage to that 20 machine.
After his early race caution, you know, Robert, Brandon Schatz is back up to P6. He is a man on a mission.
Mike Augustine already in lap traffic. That is the Eddie Holden machine there, and Matt Selby looks to close in that gap just a tad bit.
These fellas are running their lines, same line.
It's really third on back. It's just in their own, third to fifth is on their own lane, and sixth on back is really just in their own lane. A 5-car just a clump of Hornets drivers behind Derek Darnell and Eli Beck are just dogfighting there. It's Wim Hof just patiently on the top side trying to find a way around here.
Robert, Matt Selby is slowly but surely gaining. If he hits the wall in 1 and 2, though, he's gonna lose some.
Sarah loses some damage, but there is Russell Berry, not in last place, I want to add.
He is cruising through the bottom.
Shout out
Selby is
Russell
eating
Berry.
the wall in 1 and 2 and losing ground constantly. Selby does gain a bit back in 3 and 4, though. I don't know what he's been doing differently, but let's go back here to the race for the top 10. And these fellas are all still just right here.
And Dalton Tournier sees a clump of drivers behind him, but he still isn't really getting away. Getting a little too sideways there, going on the entry of 3 and 4 there, and allowed Eli Beck in that 22 machine to catch back up. 3 wide, and Cardwell 2 for 1 flatter. They tuck under 3 wide coming out turn 2. Some contact, but that's okay. They keep it clean. Dalton Tournier through the middle. Does he mub? Middle's up here? I don't know. But
Middle's right through here.
And that's Cardwell through the middle. Here, Tournier's look to lose a few spots here, as there's still a bunch of drivers right behind him.
Tournier is giving it all she can take. He may be having a bit of a heavy foot in this scenario.
Yes, sir. Maybe that foot's too heavy as he throws a slider of his own over Cardwell.
We're going to see Robert. They're battling for the lead.
Holy cow, we got too distracted for that fight as Selby has caught the 19 of Augustine with 10 to go here. Selby, they also see just that group in front of them of lap cars. This is going to get nuts here soon, Johnny.
If they catch them in 10 laps, there's going to be something serious.
Oh, boy, this is going to... Oh, but I kind of want them to catch those leaders, honestly.
It would make for great racing, but Robert, we may not need them as Selby is there.
Yes, Selby is there.
Selby with a slider!
And he throws it back out of it.
Doesn't quite clear. Selby gonna do it again. He's throwing another one.
Throws it. Doesn't complete it. Oh, but he does complete it, actually. But the tuck under slide over from Augustine. I'm pretty sure they're going to catch those group of lap cars right there.
They just may as they're catching the 22 with no spoiler.
Holy cow. This is just a mad show here to Limaland. This is a great race. As Augustine throws a slider zone, but Selby. Oh! No! That Selby's broken.
No. I don't know who to blame that on.
Pickford won it because that might be on Augustine.
I don't know who to blame that on. Selby was kind of there. It's so close, Robert, I can't call it.
Luckily, I'm not the one making the calls tonight, as I wouldn't have no clue what to call that either. But this might be the break that Bickford wanted, and Levin and McLean there might put themselves up to the P2 and P3 position if it is called on Augustine. Now, late in this race, 5 to go, maybe race control might be a little bit hesitant to put an EOL there. We'll see what happens there as the 124 of Zach Martin, in his eyes, he's the first car behind the pace truck. He's the leader in his eyes.
Shout out Zachary Martin for leading us.
Yeah, that's true. Yes, sir. Oh, never mind. He goes to the pit lane.
We're still waiting to see if they're going to make the call and send Augustine to the back and let him keep his spot, but we can't tell.
Oh, I got voice chat muted, but I do see them talking inside voice chat, and I did see Race Control, Mike Augustine, and a few others mic up, so maybe they're discussing what happens, but he did added 8 laps to the green, so we're going to be in their pace for a while they figures this out, and in the meantime, Johnny.
What's up?
5 laps to go. If Augustine does get EOL, that's a fight for the lead behind him between Bickford, Levin, and McLean. That's an interesting battle.
Robert, it's going to get interesting regardless as the field bunches back up with 4 to go. You know these fellas are going to send all they have everywhere.
Looking throughout the field, that is Coleman, P10 now. Farnes, Tournier's in P8, Darnell's in P7. 6 is, I believe, Wim Hof. As Selby's still in pit lane, I'm guessing he's probably not going to pull it back out. And
I
no call
believe he
has
may have had to tow.
possibly because that car was mangled there, kind of fell apart like a Lego piece there. And so far, no call has been made, so it seems like Augustine is for now keeping the lead. Not sure how many laps are left here on the green.
This race has been nothing less than pure entertainment this far.
This might be one of the best super late races I've seen. This is a
That
great race throughout the whole field. Those comers and goers, movers and shakers, battles throughout the whole field. Nothing short than pure cinema.
battles all the way to P17. But I'm not too
And
sure.
and some black flags have been cleared for Eli Beck and Zachary Martin. And so far, I'm pretty sure they're keeping it. And I'm pretty sure Mike Augustine is still your leader at the time being. As Zachary Martin in the pits again, maybe the crew forgot to tighten the lug nuts, or maybe just add just some top off fuel there after all these pace laps. We don't know yet.
Zachary Martin went in to change that right rear. He
Oh,
might go
is
to the
that
front.
allowed? Is that allowed?
It's definitely not allowed. I think he thinks they're going to turn their heads because he wasn't towards the front. So if we see him
Yeah,
charge to the front, we know why.
sadly, he is a one lap down. So unless he gets the DOL, he will be the fastest lap car in Limaland. And from what I see, I think we're keeping it as it is. Base truck lights are still on, so still got at least a few more laps of caution. Yep, they're still on, so we at least got two more. And Johnny, while we're on the break, this is the perfect time to say, Johnny, I got an important announcement to make.
What's up, Robert?
I'm getting married tomorrow.
No, who are you getting married to, Robert?
Well, me and Miles finally buried the hatch and got engaged, and it's kind of a shotgun wedding. I know, but Miles, Will, and Boucher, wherever you are right now, we're getting married. You just don't know it yet.
I don't know if that's considered marriage or forced, but congratulations, Robert.
Thank you, Johnny.
I
Thank you.
see that Brody becoming that certain age did you crazy and you changed your mind on things.
That's a story for another time, Johnny. As pace truck lights are on, so Augustine keeps the spot here, and honestly, Bickford would need a good start here to contest him in the final 5 laps or so.
Bigford is going to have to give it everything he has. Augustine looking for to go 3 for 3 like he planned.
Green flag is out there. Augustine takes the helm, gets a good start there.
He
As
gets in the
Bickford there,
wall.
Bickford there, that's what he wanted to see. $47 to 50 down, Johnny, and they're 4 wide for third. That is Cardwell, Scott, I believe McLean, and Levin as McLean gets shuffled back as Wimhoff taking the top shelf up, and he's going to tough him, young man.
Bigford running through the middle trying to switch up his line to see if he can find something.
Really, at this point, he has nothing to lose and everything to gain, so he's just trying all over the racetrack, seeing what's fast and where Augustine isn't. And what a throw there. I mean, honestly, kind of worked there coming out of turn. Maybe not to run out of the corner as he wanted. As Cardwell in the wall back there, and McLean looking to gain a spot. There is Darnell and Tournier in P8 and 9. Got Coleman with the P11 after an EOL and after he broke his car early on.
We're
but
coming to the checkered.
Oh, my apologies. Should have said something.
It's going to be Augustine, Bickford, and Brandon Schatz. Your top three. Brandon Schatz, after that early race caution, drove his way back through this field.
Yes, sir, indeed. Brandon Schatz, wow. What a run from him. Impressive. After a little mishap early on in the race with him and Wimhoff, he recovers for a P3. And maybe not show on the result page that he was the hard charter, but he gained a lot of spots after that. And really on paper, he went 6th to 3rd. But if you watch the race, you know the story. It's much bigger than that. As Bickford P2 can't be upset at that. And the story of the night, though, really all night across all three series, it's Mike Augustine. Hard fought win there.
Mike Augustine gave it his all.
Yes, sir, indeed.
I believe it's time for some interviews.
Yes, sir, indeed. We got Brandon shot to Bickford already there, so we're gonna bring up the big back shots. Brandon shots. Do you got a copy?
Yeah. How's it going, Robert?
How's it going, Brandon? I'm joined here with Johnny Tucker. He's the main streamer of the night. Outside of that, early race caution there between you and Wim Alpha. I know that's your buddy, it's your teammate. But anyways, you got sent to the back early on the race and fought a really hard fought race to get back up to that P3 position, and was really impressive from of the booth. How do you feel after that performance tonight?
Yeah, this is one of my favorite tracks. I like the short tracks a lot, so it was okay when I went to the back. Really didn't mean to screw over Nate there. I mean, I hurt both of us doing that, and we just try to stay out of the cautions, and really was just about navigating traffic and keeping your nose clean. And then honestly, that bottom was just my game plan the whole race. I wasn't gonna touch the top, and I'm way more tired than a lot of the people, so was really happy I got third there at the line. Definitely was a little close there, but going for the podium, I think you gotta throw it in there.
There, at the end of that long stretch of green flags laps we had, there was a clump of you, and it looked like a million other cars battling for that. I think it was like 6 on back there. Did you ever think running in that position would you get up to P3, or was you trying to maximize your finish at that point?
Yeah, no. I mean, this set that we've been running here, this has been one that we've worked on for like 2 years now, and it's gotten us a lot of victories and done well for our team. So I knew I had the equipment under me. So honestly, I didn't think I was down and out. I just needed to keep my car kind of clean so I could have a good finish at the end there.
All right, Brandon, you're a good guy. So P3, that's a really nice run for you. Happy to see that. Johnny, got any questions for the P3 position?
Brandon Shots, how are you so good at saving tires? Just for the people at home who may be curious, me mainly, how are you so good at saving tires?
Oh man, I mean, it's all about comfortability in these cars, right? I mean, we've been working on this super program for 3, 4 years now, and not much has changed on the sim. So it's just about consistency and knowing the lines and knowing how to, basically feather it and not really spin much throttle. I think a lot of guys on these bigger tracks tend to be hammered down, and even on these smaller tracks, they tend to think they, can use up a little bit more tire, I guess. But no, it definitely does matter, and paying off by sitting back and just, keeping out my head across the dash and just seeing where the cautions are coming from and just trying to avoid them.
All right, Brandon, who would you like to thank on that 34 machine, buddy?
Yeah, absolutely. Everyone at Midwest and CFM, they're the reason why I can be so comfortable in the sim. All the boys there put in a ton of hard work and, put laps and laps and laps in and give us a ton of feedback and are able to give us these solid baselines. So when we come to a track, all we got to focus on is racing. So shout out to all them for getting us to that spot and you guys for putting this on. Obviously, you guys give us a great atmosphere to race here at WOTEL. This is some of the toughest competition, I think, on the sim. So it's always cool to see such a great turnout and some pros come sneaking back in here once in a while.
All right, Brandon. Hope you have a good rest of your night, and really hope to see more of you and all over the sim. So, good job, Brandon, and you should be proud of that P3.
Good night, y'all. Thanks.
All right, we're gonna bring in the Biggie with the Blicky. Tyler Bickford, do you got a copy?
Yup.
All right, you led early on in this race, about first 3 or 4 laps, and then went back to second, and then went back to third after that. Maybe some contact help, but we're not gonna talk about it there. After that caution went out there was some drama on who's going to get the EOL. I couldn't really hear the voice chat inside the comms, but there was some drama who's going to go back or what. But you still inevitably restarted P2 after that last restart. What was going through your mind beforehand, and what strategy was you going to go into that last restart?
Not wreck. That was about the only thing I thought.
Well,
I feel
that's
like
fair.
maybe I could have had something for Augie. I missed something on the setup, and yeah.
Well, that's fair, Mr. Bickford. Who would you like to thank on that car?
You guys for broadcasting it. I think WOTEL putting it on. Midwestern Sports, CFM, Aces Nate Designs, and everybody else.
All right, Johnny, got any questions for the Bicky?
Mr. Binky, would you consider yourself a Grand Champ super late model driver?
Dude, I don't know. That's a tough one. I think at my peak, yeah. I think at my peak, I'm a Grand Champ.
You
That's
peaked?
all I needed to know. Lots of talent behind that steering wheel. Mr. Bickford rolling up P2. Shout out you.
And we're going to bring up the man of the hour. Well, maybe multiple hours now at this point. Mike Augustine, got a copy.
Yeah, I gotcha.
You manifested it after the 410 race, went 3 for 3. Augustine, how you feeling after that race?
Uh, I wish my teammate would have finished second there. I ran that same slider the lap before, and he was getting those runs off of two where he was going to beat me either way. I feel like he tried to force it on the outside, but he didn't really need to. So I just feel like that's a racing thing right there. I ran that same slider line the lap before, and I just felt like he tried to force it there to get on my outside. Because even if he got to my outside there, he was hitting the wall either way because the way the wall comes back into the track. I don't know. I just felt like that was a little forced. He was better than me for sure. He probably would have won the race if he would have just cut down and slid me in 1 and 2 because he was getting those runs off of 2 where he was getting in front of me each lap. So I don't know. It sucks. I wanted us to go 1-2 there, but shit happens.
Up here in the booth, that looked like a hard one to call. Glad I wasn't making the call there because it was really tough to call, really close, and I saw it both ways.
Yeah, I don't know what they're gonna do. I mean, I ran that same line the lap before.
It looks. I agree with you a little bit there. It looks like it's just like a rough deal, and it's just kind of hard to
I
call.
didn't mean to do that. I mean, I wanted us to go 1-2, and he definitely was gonna beat me if he just cut down right there. I
Yeah,
just, like I
I'll be
said,
surprised if they do anything about it because that is just it looks like a racing deal, my opinion. But other than that,
it just
Augustino,
sucks.
man, you led helm for helm there and got a good finish there. P1, obviously. Johnny, got any question for the winner?
Not at all. Once again, just put straight belt to the rest of the pack. I mean, there's not much to say.
Yes, sir. And Selby, other than that, really, who would you like to think on that car?
DK Motorsports on Twitch, Hypertune by Comp Ready, Majula Say Speed Shop, everything Blake, Evan, and Chris have done for me throughout all the years. Tac 3 Defense, Victory Seats, you guys for the broadcast, and BJ and Steve for putting up the league.
Shout out to everyone he shouted out as well. Shout out to the sponsors. Shout out for Johnny for having me. Johnny, take us home.
All right, everybody. This wasn't SCRA, but this was the booth. And you know what, Robert? My quote can finally last for the rest of the week because it is only Sunday. So
Yeah,
you
for
know
2 more
what?
hours.
We're going to keep this one professional. We're not going to be ignorant because this isn't SCRA. Everybody, when life's going tough, life's going hard, just put your nuts over your shoulder and send it, and it'll probably work out. If it don't, you'll hit the wall fast and figure out what to do from there. So in life, when it's not going your way, just go ahead and hit the wall a few times. You'll figure it out. This was a dub-oof streaming the WOTEL League. Thank you, Mr. WOTEL, for having us. Thank you, everybody, for popping in. And thank you, Robert, for joining me.
Yes, sir.